G'day Purple fam, I'm that guy Purps. Welcome to the channel. For all those that are new, we do music reaction videos over here. I'm Purps, that's why it's that guy Purps. You know, you get what it says on the tin basically. So we're going to check out this guy again. His name's Alffy Revs. He is a one-man band producer, basically extraordinaire. Works on a loop station, combines EDM with guitar playing, rock. I was really impressed by the first reaction that we did to this guy. So we're going to check him out again. This is his new one. Guys, head over to his channel if you like this. Give him a few likes on there. Subscribe to his channel. Give him some comments. Help his algorithm go around so we can push this song out to more and more people. It's Alffy Rev with 2 Fs. Link for the video will be in the description box below. This is episode 2, live songs in nature. So the first one, he was on a balcony overlooking the picturesque mountains. This seems to be more of like a cape, bit of the coastal line. Again, absolutely stunning visuals. And I'd be keen to. I'm very keen to see where he takes this one. The last one really took you on a ride, and he had some vocals in there. He had guitar. As you can see, he's got like 3 or 4 different keyboards and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, we're going to get into this one. Again, it's Alffy Rev. He's a one-man band, and this is producing a live song in nature. Let me know what you think down in the comment section, guys. So that's the secondary camera there showing, I think that's his loop station. So as you can see, it has like 5 channels, and then with each channel he can press record, and it'll go for, he can set it for like, you know, 10 seconds, 5 seconds. He'll play his little bit and he can layer it, so you can have, you know, you can put down just the and then hit stop, and then that'll just keep playing in the background. And then on top of that, he can then record again and put like a bit of a melody over that. Then obviously he has the other channels there, so he can really make a performance, you know. And to do that, you have to understand each layer of the song. You have to understand where it needs to be at the end and where you're starting from. And then each layer you have to really think about. So it'd be interesting to know how long it takes him, because it wouldn't just be something that he chucks together live. Like some of it would be, he'd know the basics now of, alright, I need this bass line, and then I can add keys on top of that. But when he really compresses it all into a song, and you've got different elements that come in and out, that's when his talent really does shine. So I know we're only 5 seconds in, and but yeah, I had a bad day yesterday, and I'm feeling a lot better today. So, you know, while I've got the energy, yeah, we're gonna get back into it. So see, now that'll just keep looping. Such soft tones as well. He could stop now, and I'd be I'd be happy. But like I said on the other one, he knows. Like, you can listen to this and go, that sounds like a complete sound. He has complete chords. He has that little backing bit, and you'd be, that sounds really good. And he'll add one little, could be like an electronic sound that you don't think it needs. It could just be like, and you're like, what? But then you hear it back, and you're like, wow, that's what it was missing, even though you didn't think it was missing anything. So that's one of the things I was really captivated with when I first watched him. and that's his touchpad. So each one of those little squares can be programmed by his laptop to have a sound, or it could play like a melody. So obviously that sort of like a laser beam sound, that pew 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 in the background, that's on one button. But he can also have, you know, one button for a snare drum, one button for a hi-hat, one button for a laser, one button for a Tweety bird, one button for a cat roar, you know, anything of that. And it's knowing which button does what and keeping that in your mind, because you look at them, they're not labelled, it's just colours. And you can change their colour so you know which one's which, in a way. But yeah, it's just another tool that he has to load up different sounds, and he can use them at different times to do everything. So looks like he needs longer arms though. Ooh, that's a nice note. And see what I mean? The beginning sounded really good, and now he's added in that choop 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 and that one bass note, and that one bass note's brought it all together. Now he's recording on the second channel. That looked like an old MPC player as well. Same thing with the touchpads, but mainly used, a lot of people used it back in the day just for drums. They are pretty sensitive, and yeah, that's how you get the nice sounds. Little click in the background. So many layers. And each one of these sounds, he might have spent, you know, 20-30 minutes just perfecting that one note, you know, because all of these are they're like a downloaded sound, or, you know, you have that tap, but then you can add an effect to it, and then when you have that thing, so you can adjust the volume control, the gains, a bit of reverb, all that sort of stuff on each individual sound to make it a whole. So it's knowing that'll work, or that sounds really good, but, you know, I've seen something that's really good before and it doesn't match with other things that are really good because they're different. So the way he ties everything in, and he just knows which sounds like work, yeah, that's what's really, really impressive. On top of the fact that he's one man doing all this and he do everything else, but that's an extra point that is really, really impressive. Instead of being like an echo, it was like it sort of like sucked it out instead of echoing it up. See what I mean? Please under the sun. This guy needs to come to Australia and perform at the festivals when they're touring again. Once all this like global stuff has calmed down, now the vaccine's rolling out, we can maybe start to see some more live performances come over. I'd really like to see Alffy get added to a lineup. Yeah, there was one festival. It was called Groove in the Moo here in Australia, and it was like a regional thing, but it came to Adelaide because we're not really a city. We're only got 1 million people. But it'd be, I could see this going off at like live with, you know, the 20,000 people there, just being lost in the atmosphere of it all. Because it takes me back to those sorts of festivals. Yeah, yeah. So if anyone knows any promoters in Australia or anyone in Indonesia who, sorry for the stutter, but anyone in Indonesia that knows any music promoters and hears of any festivals going on in Australia, get Alffy on the bill. Even just do like a club tour. I don't normally go to clubs, but if he was playing and I knew about it, I'd go see it for sure. Who says you need like a big fancy studio, you know? Yeah, he's got a few $1,000s worth of equipment, but he's just out in nature. It's so good. Excuse me, I've got hiccups. What does his shirt say? A life lived for others is a life well lived. That's a good motto to live by. Yeah, a life lived for others is a life well lived. Yeah, I vibe with that. I vibe with that. Tarima C for suggesting this guy as well. I can't remember who did, but yeah, Tarima C. Yeah, here comes the guitar. He really does do it all. I can hear this noise. I thought it was something in my own head, but it must have been one of the effects he put on there. It sounds like a really high-pitched cricket. If that if that makes sense. I'm not sure if you can hear it. But yeah, if anyone else can hear that noise, and it's sort of in the headphones. It makes it sound like it's towards the back of your head, and it's like sort of like real. Yeah, it's like real. It's like a real metallic sort of sound, if that makes any sense. Like it feels like the base of my skull, where my neck connects, is vibrating. That's what it feels. That's what it feels like. We just hit an effects pedal, and that'd be for the guitar. So I'd be very I don't know, is it going to be like a distorted, is it going to be an echo? The whole vibe of the song at the moment is real floaty and everything, so maybe it's an echo pedal. Yeah, it is. That was the thing. It was either going to be an echo or a distortion. Whereas now he's playing like the organ with that little bit of distortion, or yeah, it's just whatever notes that he's it's not the notes, but whatever effect that he has. And with these electronic keyboards, you can load them up. He could have loaded that up to sound like the guitar, but it wouldn't have sounded the same because he's not plucking the string. So whatever effect he has on, whether it's just a full synth and he's just turned the synth up a little bit, but yeah, this sounds really good. And it was either going to be that, or if he was hitting the guitar and like with that heavy sort of distortion. But this is your more classical sort of EDM sort of, you know, and it's going to build up. So it's either going to build up and then drop out, and then just the vocals. It might like drop. I'm thinking it might drop out again, and then the time is coming out, and then it'll kick back in with a bit more punchy bass. He went that one there. Building up. Ready? I can see that coming. we're back. Then we're back to just that beginning little riffy thing that he was playing. That's what I was saying before about how, you know, it could take him a while to get the riff that he wants, get the right. But it's like a painter, you know. A painter will start with a blank canvas. They'll add this layer, they might add that layer, then they'll add the portrait of the person on the front, then they'll add highlights and lowlights, and then they might add something in the background to stand out a little bit from what they did before, but not quite as deep. So he understands the layers of the music that he wants. He knows in some way where he's aiming to try and get to, and somehow manages to put all these random noises and random sounds together into a masterpiece. Yeah, guys, let me know what you thought of that one down in the comments. I was vibing with that one hard, if you if you couldn't tell. Yeah, I think I really like Alffy Rev, and let me know in the comments any other Alffy Rev songs that you'd like me to do. I did this one today because it just come out, and I figured, you know, what better one. I like the first one, which was Epps one, in the mountains, and again, this is in nature. The view of that little cape coming out with the beach and the water, just absolutely beautiful. So, guys, like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more of what I do. Hit that notification bell, that way you'll be informed of when I drop new music. I also implore you to have a look through the channel, find a random song or a random artist that you've never heard before, and do what I do. Give it a listen. Who knows? It might be something that you vibe with. That's what I'm here for, and I hope that's what you're here for. A, to support the artists that we know and love, and B, to find new artists to support and love. So yeah, in saying that, guys, I'm that guy Purps, and until next time, I'll see you then.